Hello and welcome to another daily market update by Market Intel. The crypto market is moving. We have a lot of volatility in the sector, and today we want to take a look at a chart, the Litecoin chart, which has moved quite significantly and it's moved away from our support area in a very positive way. We covered it last week, so we want to see how the market has developed and what the next resistances are. Let's go. We are here on our website, dailymarketupdate.com. Make sure you register. You can do that completely for free if you're interested in those updates, daily updates for different sectors, crypto, stocks, and much more. So today we want to click on our cryptocurrencies section here. And again, you find the link in the description. And by the way, we also have a new Instagram channel. It's called The Market Intel. We'll also put the link for you into the video description. So yeah, what I actually want to start with here is the Litecoin larger time frame chart, and you can see that here on this chart the price is still in a broader range, we could say, but we had for a very long time here this blue accumulation zone on the chart, and we are kind of moving out of it, and then we've got these next levels here around 296 and $414, which are relevant for us as key resistances, and the price is now moving towards these, or is at least starting to move towards these. So there is much more work needed, obviously, from the bulls, but overall our long-term projection for circle wave 3 remains intact. And honestly, sometimes when we move out or zoom out, it becomes quite clear that movements that we see right now could really only be the early stages, could represent the early stages of a larger rally. Now, there is still, as I said, a lot of work to do. So I think we need to be a little bit patient still, but we see some promising movements on the smaller time frames. So here you can see the patterns that we discussed before. So I remember last week I made a video, a couple of weeks ago last week, and we talked about a possible upside breakout here because we already saw last week that the price had reacted to our trading area. Now, you might recall in recent months we talked about this as a 5-wave move to the upside, the rally into the May highs, right from the April low, which was a wave 2 low, magenta wave 2. Now we could be in magenta wave 3, right, which you don't see on this chart, but this here would be a 5-wave move, and that would be a good start towards further upside. But yeah, magenta wave 2 bottomed. Wave 3 should also be a 5-wave move, and we saw a micro 5-wave pattern to the upside, which is the wave 1 of a larger 5-wave move again, right? So in any Elliott wave trend, really, or from an Elliott wave point of view, a trending move is always in 5 waves. And because we saw 5 waves up from the April low into the May high, we were expecting a corrective pullback, a higher low, and then now a rally. And that's unfolding right now. So we've now grayed out this trading area. It's not an active setup anymore. Grayed out areas mean that you could potentially, if you want to, adjust your stop to break even, so you cannot lose anymore, when the price is moving up. And yeah, so ideally we want to see the price overall in the next step break above all those previous swing highs. The May high has already been taken out and the structure shows some promise. So I mean, the price should overall medium term break above those levels that we talked about here on the larger time frame, our signal lines, and then we are dealing now with a rally that looks very impulsive and looks very much like indeed a 3rd wave rally to the upside, highlighted here in dark blue. So if that really is a 3rd wave, the price should really hold above the June lows, and therefore we would expect further higher prices. It doesn't look finished yet. What could happen, and if that happens we will point it out, what could happen is that this 3rd wave, also in blue, shows a nicely defined 5-wave sequence to the upside, but at the moment this looks like a very aggressive uptrend, which might even increase in upside momentum. But if we see another 1-2 setup, basically another 5-wave move up followed by a 3-wave pullback, you will see that on our website, because these pullbacks then could be corrective, which means they are in 3 waves, not 5, and they hold a higher low, which is a pullback setup, a low risk, high reward setup for higher prices. But it's always, the same. When we finally get a reaction to these areas and prices then rally, people ask, when do we get the next pullback? So we have to, I mean, you can't predict basically when the next pullback comes. For now, we're tracking an uptrend and we just lean back, enjoy, manage risk. And then when the next setup occurs and we see the market give us some signs for a pullback back, that is when we will bring the next trading area on the chart if it's appropriate. So yeah, that's the update on Litecoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, make sure to register on our website. Also let us know in the comments which other cryptocurrencies or stocks you want us to cover in the near future. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.